more segment left. Our friends over at Duracell have challenged us to think about the games that we played the most in 2015. Those games that forced us to not go to the bathroom and get extra snacks, surround myself in Pringles and whatnot.
Pringles?
And
then go to the bathroom in the Pringles.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh.
Cram more Duracell quantum batteries into your controller so you can keep on playing. And I got my 3 friends here, Alexa Ray Korea, Mike M. Hardy, I'm going to go with, and Peter Brown to talk about the games that they played the most this year. I've also got a bunch of great input from you guys. Hashtag Duracell Sweeps if you want to get the game you played the most in on the discussion. And stay tuned, because at the end of this segment, we're going to give you details on how to win the top 10 games that came out this year as decided by us. What are they? I don't know. Well, I do, but I don't know. I'm not telling you. Anyway, first up, before we get to the user suggestions, Alexa Ray Korea.
Hi.
First game, the game you played the most in 2015.
So I didn't play this game the most in terms of I would sit down and marathon it, but it was the game that I came back consistently to every day, Bloodborne.
Okay.
So when I had like a crappy day, I would come home and I'd put in Bloodborne and I would kill some things. If I had like a really bummer day, I'd go home and like play Bloodborne. If I was angry at someone, I'd come home and I'd blow out steam playing Bloodborne.
Yeah.
I'd come home and I'd play Bloodborne. I played
Kill a
it.
pig.
I played it, I finished it, and then I came back and I did a New Game Plus, and I have been playing it sort of a little bit, like, over the past couple months, and like on like a Friday night when like all my friends are out partying and I'm an old person, so I like to be home in bed at like 9 p.m. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make some tea and I'm gonna play Bloodborne.
Yeah.
So I just played Bloodborne for hours, and I sort of found I felt like I was improving as I was playing it, and it's the one game I played this year that really made me feel like I was accomplishing something, because I was just overcoming all of this like gruesome, crappy beasts. So I sort of settled into it like a nice, comfy couch.
Excellent. A game that a lot of people in the office have enjoyed. Maybe it's in the top 10 games. Who knows? Well, we do, but we can't tell you. That'll be on GameSpot.com soon enough. Just going into the tweets here, here's a great one that I know a lot of people, I have to say this one because I know a lot of people, especially in production, are going to agree with this. John Gaudio says, the game I played the most this year was Destiny: The Taken King.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Rocket League.
Yeah,
No.
I was gonna
Excuse
say
my mockery.
Yeah, a lot of Destiny fans here in the office. Taken King obviously was a big thing for them as well. Really improved that game. Mike, you like those games, but that's not what you picked.
It's not what I picked.
What did you
picked Afro Sen. No, sorry, The Witcher 3.
Oh.
I didn't until I read Kevin's review and I saw it getting really positive reviews across the board. I planned on playing it anyway, despite the fact that I didn't really play the first 2.
Yeah.
But as soon as I got into it, it's unique fantasy setting, and like it's got its own weird creatures. It's got its own very vivid world and like convincing characters. It was one of the first RPGs in a while I've played where I wasn't completing quests just for experience or new gear. I was completing quests just because I felt like they were worthwhile. And it told a great overarching story, and the main quest had a great structure. You build up to this one point where everybody thought it was the end.
Yes.
But then there was like 8 hours after that.
And that was also really good ending.
It was,
like, super
yeah,
fun. Especially those
definitely.
last 2-3 hours are pretty
Yeah,
crazy, right?
definitely. But just all these like smaller side stories that you like on the periphery of the game itself that you come across, and these characters you meet, it ranges from like funny to really sad to really just kind of ominous at a lot of points. And I kept playing it because I went back in knowing there was something I was going to find that was just going to push me through another half hour, hour and a half, 2 hours that I'm just really enjoying, despite the fact that I might not even be getting experience for it.
How many hours do you think you played?
I'd say in the 90s.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then Hearts of Stone came out, so I went back to play that, and then I played another like 10 hours of the game itself, and then now with Blood and Wine coming out next year, which is double the size of Hearts of Stone, entirely new area. I'm sure I'll put at least another 30 into it at least.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Game that keeps on giving. Got some great tweets coming in here. Hashtag Duracell Sweeps. This might be my favorite so far. Gadget File says 569 hours and counting. Clicker Heroes.
No way.
569.
It's like that cookie clicker, man.
No
It's like those
way.
clicker games. You just let them go. Just go on holidays. Go on vacation.
Clicker was great.
Let 'em
Does
still
that game
go.
tell you how many hours you played?
I'm sure it
Or
does.
it just has a timer?
Probably shouldn't, though.
No.
Yeah, I think Cookie Clicker did as well when I used to play that. Another one great here, Mama Bear Coach 68. Didn't get that 69. 3,000 hours in GTA 5. That seems a bit ridiculous.
No.
Did come out on PC this year, so technically that counts. Peter Brown, what is the game you played the most?
That 3,000 hours.
I know, that's a bit. Wow. It's like those clicker games, man.
I think I put the most hours into Xenoblade Chronicles X because that's a very long game that I had to finish. But the game that I elected to play the most was The Phantom Pain. I think I played about 50 hours for the review. I've probably put in close to 80, I'd say at this point. I don't know. I feel like I'm always repeating myself when I talk about this game. The control you have over Snake, it's cumbersome at first because the controls are a little bit complicated. But once it clicks, it is like, it was surreal how smooth everything felt to me. Like, I didn't feel as much I was like controlling a video game character as I was willing him to do my bidding without much thought. Like, it felt so good to do all the things that he could do, and then like bring in all these vehicles, and the world, like 99% of it you can interact with in a way that is meaningful to how you approach a mission. But what really got me into the game was some of the amazing, like, I hate to say it, but the visuals, the cinematography, the melodrama that came with the cutscenes. I mean, I'm going to play this game anyway, one because I have to review it, but two because I like Metal Gear. But it's astounding, like the opening to this game is and I hate to do it, but you compare it to something like The Witcher, the opening, dude, I'll take a nap. Like, this thing was crazy, and it just kept on going with the story stuff. After the fact, I had all these great things to unlock. Everyone in the world has sort of adjusted to my strategies. They've gotten used to my tactics, so I have to adjust and constantly evolve to be effective. And the things I didn't unlock then became harder to unlock, and the game just kept challenging me in new ways.
So it's always a good sign of a game where you want to repeat missions and see what it looks like a different way.
Yeah,
and although this game forces you sort of to do it later on in the game, like I certainly enjoyed doing that a lot when I was playing this. Like,
yeah, if you took yourself out of the linearity of the experience, you were just like, this is a stealth challenge, right? There's some really great stuff in there that it made you do.
This gameplay is great. Whoever's playing just is determined to carry this dude out of here.
Fulton or bust.
Fulton or GTFO. Another great game mentioned here. James Ackerman says Fallout 4 currently 210 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's like how much I put into 3 total, I think.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a game I feel like I'm going to be playing for a lot of 2016 as well.
I think I played that for like 70 hours as well.
Yeah. You reviewed a lot of long video games this year, Peter.
Yeah.
Xenoblade, Metal Gear, Fallout. Witcher's the only one you need to dive into over your Christmas break.
Yeah, I haven't played as much of that as I'd like.
And that's probably the game that I would pick in terms of time. I think if I add up my Xbox One and PC, I think I'm around the 200 hours on Witcher now. I've played a boatload of that.
Gosh.
But since you already talked about it, I would have to go for Rocket League, just purely out of the fact that it's a game that we've played so much in the office. Like a game that we have made our best video this year about as well.
Seriously.
We played it so much in the office. Mary Kish, sick ass training coach. Skip that part. It has a bunch of DLC stuff that they kept adding to it, so you kept wanting to come back. They just added the ice hockey stuff as well, I think, like yesterday. So the office is playing that. Like, it's a game I've played here in the office, played at home with people, and also just online with randoms. Like, it's a game that's just super fun to keep going back to over and over and over again. I wonder if it's going to be interesting, because we've talked about a lot of games via the hashtag Duracell sweeps and also what we said here on the couch. It'll be interesting to see how many of those games made it into our top 10 list this year, and what order they might be in as well. But no matter what the order, you have a chance of winning all 10 of what we have decided are the best games of 2015. Your platform of choice, unless we can't give it to you on, I was about to say something, God, that was so close. Unless it's not on a different platform, let's say. To do that, all you have to do is go to a link on GameSpot.com, which should hopefully, hey, you gotta get that, there it is. GameSpot.com/Duracell sweeps. Go in there, fill out a little form, and you have a chance to win what we decided were the top 10 games of 2015. And make sure you check back GameSpot all this week and next to find out what our top 25 list is as well. So the 15 games that you won't get if you enter this competition. Folks, thanks for coming on today.